Hi y'all, my name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis Candle channel, and today I have for you an episode from my Wax Melt Wednesdays series, and I'm focused on sharing with you my Wax Melt Empties from the month of August, as well as my melting basket for the month of September. August was the first time I had ever done a melting basket. I realized that as my wax melt collection grows, it was starting to overwhelm me to go and choose a fragrance to put in one of my warmers. So I decided I need to focus. Like, I can't have analysis paralysis where I stare at the drawer for 20 minutes and then give up because I'm frustrated, or ultimately settle on a fragrance that doesn't make sense with what else I have going in the house. I have to have a plan. So I got through quite a bit that really helped to keep me motivated. It encouraged me to keep replenishing the warmers and keeping stuff rotated. And I was really excited to try so much stuff from across so many vendors, not only vendor wax, but retail wax as well. I'm going to start with my empties from August, and I'm going to start with retail wax. And I'm going to begin that with the Kringle stuff, which I think I have mostly country. Yeah, that's all country candle wax melts. So Kringle owns Country Candle. I believe they're doing away with it. And I bought these, I think this was a part of the Memorial Day sale is when I picked all these up. They were super cheap. Some of them were winners, some of them were losers. One of the losers was Fiji. Now, I don't have the scent notes on this one, but it doesn't look how this picture would say that it does. And that's like classic Kringle, like, oh, hey, here's a photo, but it has nothing to do with scent notes. Oh, hey, here are scent notes, but your candle smells nothing like that. This wax melt was no different. I was expecting it to be like vibing with some sort of aquatic, tropical, and it is tropical, but it's tropical fruit. And it's also very body care, and I was expecting it to be more earthy and fresh. Kind of just smells like a tropical fruit floral lotion, which that's not even the bad part. It's not a horrible fragrance. It's that I literally couldn't smell it in my warmer, and I couldn't smell it in my beast of a warmer, which is this Himalayan salt warmer from Scentsy over here that I got from charity. So this one is a one and done. I will not be buying that again. That can just go. I also got through Cotton Candy Clouds. Now this one was one that I could tell was way too old. It should not have been sold to me. I mean, the plastic on it was yellowing and hardening. This is really getting brittle. It's just gross, right? Like, this isn't like a clearance thing. This is like a donate to a charity to sell thing. You shouldn't be selling this to customers. It's repulsive. Very light on fragrance. It's a little bit sweet. I feel like it smells a little bit more like taffy to me. Absolutely no throw, no strength, no fragrance out of this at all. And it's not like it didn't have time to prepare because, y'all, it's yellow. Seaside, this is one that charity gifted to me in friend mail a while back. I was thinking about buying this fragrance in candle form, and I was a little bit on the fence. She sent this to me. I was worried it was going to be too cologne-y. It is cologne-y. It's like aquatic, masculine cologne-y in the way that like Ocean from Bath and Body Works is a little bit cologne-y. I ended up really liking it, and this performed well in my Poo Element warmer, which is not always the best at getting fragrance out and about. I didn't even try this in the Himalayan salt one because the hubs didn't really like it, and I didn't want that cologne note to be stronger and bother him even more. So although I like the fragrance, he does not, so that will be a one and done for our house. I also picked up Blueberry French Toast. This was tasty. You got the blueberry, it's a little bit fruity, you get the maple, you get the cinnamon and the sugar. Beautiful fall, like end of summer, early fall gourmand. Did okay in terms of strength and throw. I had this going in the Disney Remy. It's a bulb warmer, and I think it's a lower wattage, but the problem I'm finding is that the dish is ceramic, and I'm not having as good of experience with the ceramic warmers as I am with glass warmers like the Himalayan salt. So I'm figuring out warmers too, y'all. Right now it's 25 watt or above with glass plate instead of ceramic. I'm finding is the best. So this one I would get again, but I'm pretty sure this is going away. I don't think you can even get this right now. I looked at their Labor Day sale and didn't see it. So that's Kringle. I also have two from Goose Creek. One of those is Pink Beach. This one is their Pink Sands from Yankee Dupe. This one is a powerhouse. It is a beast. I love the melon note in here. It's a little bit creamy, feels like body care. It's just like quintessential summer at the beach kind of vibes. This one I did in both the big boy back here and in the bedroom. It performed much better in the glass plate higher watt. This one, first time the hubs broke it out. He's had it in candle form. It's key lime cake pop. He had this going when I got back from Michigan, and the whole house smelled like this. This thing is a beast. It doesn't matter where you put it, it performs well. He said, you got to get more of those. And I said, well, we have more. I have 3 backups. He said, okay, good. You need to get more though. I was like, okay. My wax melt drawer is limited in space. I can't do what I do with candles because I really don't have room. But he wants more of this. I'll see. I might pick up a couple more in my next Goose Creek order. He loves it. I love it. It is gourmand lime fragrance. That's Goose Creek. Now, the other retail, I consider them retail, although you might argue this is vendor wax, is the Scentsy stuff I got through. One of those is the strawberry and cream. This was a sample that Charity sent me. Honestly, I couldn't smell this at all. I put this in the Remy warmer and it was alone, so I don't blame it. It was a really small sample. I got nothing from it, so I'm not sure how this does. I don't think it's the fault of the fragrance. I think it was the size. I got through my Bring Back My Bar Candy Dandy. This is one I would not repurchase. One, it didn't really have good strength for me. Could barely smell it. But also, it just smells like, I don't know, like a lightly fruity scented taffy. It's not my thing. So that one's a one and done. Charity also sent me Vanilla Waves, and I am now in love, but also crying and sad because this is not available right now. This is a discontinued fragrance, or it's in the vault, or whatever Scentsy calls it. Luckily, Goose Creek does have a good dupe of this called Vanilla Sands, which if it's still around, it was on clearance. I picked up, I think, 3 of these in their wedge option because this fragrance is beautiful. It is a yummy body cream vanilla, but the richness, the vanilla is very rich and kind of dark, almost like a brown sugar syrup kind of sweet. It is so good. And this performed really well in my warmer. For a vanilla, it had some strength and throw, which I can really appreciate. Speaking of delicious vanillas, I also finished up Exotic Vanilla. I liked this fragrance so much that I ended up creating a club so that I never am without this. So I now have this in my club. It is so good. Is there a white orchid note in here or like a sweet orchid? Vanilla orchid? I don't remember, but it's like a little bit floral. Definitely feels body care, sweet. This did not do well in my open concept. I could smell it if I was near it. I put it in the bedroom, it did a lot better. So I know some of y'all were asking about scent and throw on this one. I would designate this to a bedroom fragrance. And I'm okay with that because I love it so much, but it's not a beast. It's medium. It's not, you know, cotton candy from Kringle, but it is lighter than some of the other vanillas I've had. And then I also used up this air freshener that Charity sent me. This was in the apple cherry strudel scent. I hung this on my garbage disposal under my sink to make my trash smell better because I'm not always a fan of apple or cherry, but it did its job and it made it smell better than onions and rotting meat. It's just not, I don't like cherry, y'all. I don't like apple. But in the way of cherry and apple fragrances go, that one's a good one. That is Scentsy. Now I'm going to talk about vendor wax. I'm going to share with you my experience with Circa 1955, and I'm going to encourage you to go the route of her candles instead of her wax melts. There are a couple of issues that I have with the 3 that I used this month. One is just super low fragrance. I got absolutely nothing out of Spiral Hill, and this is a beautiful fragrance on cold. It's like a warm spice, a little bit sweet, and I really want to love it and have this fill my space. I tried this in every single warmer that I have. I put it in the Pooh Bear, I put it in the Remy, and I put it over here in the Himalayan. I couldn't smell it even if I was sitting next to it. So I would not repurchase this, and I actually wouldn't repurchase any of her wax melts. The other issue that I have is that it is a soy wax melt, and the problem with that is that it's not brittle enough to come out of the clamshell. So you end up kind of having like, this feels more appropriate for like a scoopable style where you would scoop it out with a spoon or have it in a brittle where it will break apart versus having to try to get it out of the clamshell. Because my experience with trying to get it out was that it would just crumble everywhere or kind of fall out like cottage cheese, and then you have wax getting all over the place. I think this would be better if it were more of like a taper wax or if it was a blend. So I don't like the texture of the wax either. And then this particular fragrance, the hubs tried it while I was gone, and I asked him what he thought of it, and he couldn't remember. So I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try it myself. And I just don't like the fragrance. I mean, it's weird. Like, if you actually look up the scent notes, I think it's like motor oil is one of the scent notes. And you get that vibe. To me, it almost smells like truck tire. I just don't, you know, I got something out of it in the Himalayan. It was still very light, but I just don't like the fragrance. So this one is just all around not my jam. And this one, I absolutely love the fragrance. It is musky and like blackberry and absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of the Scooby-Doo candle that came out during Valentine's Day that had blackberry and musk in it. The problem is this had almost no fragrance in it whatsoever, even in the Himalayan warmer. The candle did. The candle was phenomenal, but the wax does not. So I'm also not going to get this one again. So I would say steer clear of the wax melts. The only one I've had from her that delivers, and I mean like a beast, is Tigger. That thing just, it doesn't matter what format you get. That is an amazing wax. She brought it back for like, what, a weekend or something? It sold out within hours. And I got the last, I think, 2 clams. I literally emptied whatever she had left. I maxed it out, and that's the most it would let me order. So, and then it's not like she limited it. It's like I went back to do a second order thinking I could trick the system, and it just said sold out. So that one is good. These are not, I would not recommend most of the wax melts that I've tried. I also finished up some stuff from Virgil over at South of Sanity. None of the big clams per se. Most of these are samples, but I did get through one clam, the blueberry pumpkin muffin. And this one is just a delicious blueberry gourmand. I love this one so much. I would say medium to light on the fragrance with this one. I did it in the ceramic bulb melter in my kitchen. I could get a sense of it when I walked into the kitchen, but it wasn't as strong as what I would have liked it. Then I paired it with Sassy Girl Aromas. I'm going to show you that one in a minute. Sassy Girl Aroma wax, which had blueberry in it, in the Himalayan salt one over here, and that combo worked. So I would use this more as a companion fragrance going forward. It just couldn't pull its weight, unfortunately. But I love the scent. I want more of it. I would absolutely rebuy it as a companion fragrance. And then these ones are all samples he sent me, and I kind of just blended them with other stuff. So honestly, I don't know how they would do by themselves, just because these samples were so small that you can't tell. And I do have Pumpkin Fire in the bigger one, so you will hear more about that when I do my October empties. And then Black Pumpkin, this one I think has licorice in it. Spring Witch, yeah, this one kind of just smells like Old Lady. And actually this one I did do, and I could smell it. This thing was a beast, but I ended up taking it out because I don't like it. It's just not my vibe. It's like Old Lady Witch vibes. Scentsy, you know, new age crystal shop. If you like that, you would like this. It's not my, I don't like that fragrance. And then I did his candy corn. Again, nothing, I can't say anything about the scent strength or throw because I was mixing it with other stuff and it's so small I don't think it's fair. It's kind of like the strawberries and cream from Scentsy. It's not enough there to actually get an idea of the fragrance. Okay, since I brought up Sassy Girl Aroma, I might as well do the couple that I have from her. One of those is a sample that Charity sent us. It's Little Sister. And this one's a coffee fragrance. The hubs loved this one. It's not really my vibe. It's too creamy. There's coconut shavings in here and maple syrup with coconut milk and creamer. So it's very milky, very maple syrup, but you do get a nice coffee note. He was loving it. He's like, you need to get more of this. And I was like, yeah, okay, if I see it. I haven't seen it. And this is old packaging, so I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on it. But Charity, he really loved this. So thank you so much for sending it to him. And I'm going to add this to my buy list or wish list for Sassy Girl. If I ever see it, we will be stocking up because he really enjoyed that. And then I was enjoying this one, the Earl Me. And this is Blueberry Cornbread Muffin, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Marshmallow. And y'all, this is heavenly. The cornbread in this is like the inside of a muffin. It's not cornmeal. So you just get this like sweet, cakey, almost corn syrup vibe from it. The blueberry is plump and juicy. I get like some creaminess from the marshmallow that's in here and the vanilla bean Noel, but it doesn't go too far the way of like hyped up sugar rush. This was gorgeous. Like I said, I paired it with Virgil's blueberry muffin to really ramp it up. It was a stellar performer in my Himalayan. It did not do as well in the ceramic one in my kitchen, which I am replacing because I'm tired of that one not working very well. I absolutely would buy this one again if she brings it back out. All right, let's talk about Teddy Bees, and all of these are samples from Charity. I think my favorite of this particular set of samples that I tried is probably the Marshmallow Cake by the Ocean. This is just like an interesting, perfumey, cakey, marshmallowy fragrance. It's gooey marshmallow peeps, beach treats, vanilla lace, and birthday cake. Yum. I also really enjoyed the Snowcones by the Sea. That one was a little bit strange at first, but I had it in my Himalayan over here, and I warmed up to it. Because there's something about it that's very like tart and kind of fruit punchy. I was expecting it to be a little bit more like Firecracker Pop, and it has that essence, but then the salty sea air adds this like strange brininess to it, but it works. So it sounds really weird, but it's actually pretty delicious. And the last one, Beach Bronzed. Yeah, I liked this one too. I must have done this one early in the month because I don't remember it very much. It's kind of marshmallow, creamy, a little bit perfumey. So Charity, all winners. And by the way, I have a wax melt spreadsheet. Everything goes in there, and if I love it, it gets highlighted. So that is on a wish list. I also got through a couple of samples of Lavender Speckles, also sent to me by Charity. One of those is Donut Shop and Palo Santo. I loved this fragrance, but I found it to be pretty weak. Even in my Himalayan warmer, I wouldn't buy it again for that reason, but it is a delicious, like, fried bread donut vibe with Palo Santo. And then I got through this little scent shot of Caramel Surf, Vanilla Surf, Caramel, and Marshmallow Clouds. And I had the same issue with this one. It was pretty light in the kitchen. I mostly just got caramel from it. I also have a few random melts, all like one-offs from different vendors. Most of these are ones that Charity sent me. One of those is Super Tarts Jaws. I get the hype. This is a wonderful fragrance. I will reorder this if I see it. It's almost too perfumey for me. It really dances a fine line, but in the poo warmer, which is not my beast, it was really pretty. This makes a really good bedroom fragrance. And I can't even describe it. It's like aquatic and floral. Yeah. Fresh. Feels a little bit salty. I will definitely reorder that one. I have the Candle Nurse Lunar Lace that Charity sent me. This one has floral, it's jasmine, freesia, sweet pea, and then it has golden amber, sandalwood, rich vanilla, and warm musk. So this is also kind of a bedroom fragrance. A little bit earthy and creamy with floral. I really, really liked this fragrance. However, zilch in terms of performance. And I think at one point I had 2, almost 3 of they're like, I don't know, discs, nuggets, or whatever, in the Himalayan, and I still couldn't smell it. So I'm sad about that because that's a nice fragrance. She had also gifted me Glitterati Limoncello Creme. The hubs loved this one. Big surprise. He loves lemon. And this one did okay. Not a beast, but good enough. And you get a well balance of the butter in here with the cake. So you get this like gourmandy, sweet, buttery cake with a hint of lemon. I don't know that I get mint or tonka bean, but those scent notes are in there also. I had a sample that I used up from Kay's Scented Melts in Vanilla Wafer. I didn't like this on cold. Newsflash, I couldn't smell it on warm, so not a rebuy. It just smells like Vanilla Wafer. It's authentic. It's just not my thing, and it didn't perform. I also got through Charity's sample she gave me of Honey Butter Cookies, or also called Be Kind by Rocky Top Waxworks. This one, I love honey. I have 2 complaints. One, huge chunks of glitter. I mean, just like, y'all. Let me show you. Actually, this isn't even glitter. This is a rhinestone. Okay, there's a rhinestone in my wax. And that's pretty, but this is a real pain to get out if you use cotton balls. So I don't like this. I don't know, I'm sure some people love it, but I don't enjoy it or appreciate it. But then the honey note in here, it was so high on the register. And I had this in my bedroom, which is where we keep the cat box. It's actually in a cabinet, so you don't notice it, but it does smell sometimes. And I would walk in and I thought one of them had had an accident. So the honey is so sharp and so high on the register that it almost went the way of urine to me. So I would not do this again. I'm glad I experienced it. At first I thought it felt a little bit like Honeybee Hollow from Goose Creek. Not quite the same on warm. So that one would not be a redo for me. I'm glad it was free. Thank you, Charity, for letting me experience the world of wax. Because I would have bought that one and then been like, oh no. The last one I have in my empties is Rainbow Marshmallow. This is one that the Hubs picked up from Target. I actually don't know what his experience was on this, and he doesn't remember. It smells delicious. It's like cookie with a little bit of fruit, but I can't speak to its performance. So sorry, y'all. The Hubs' memory, it's not good. So, you know, he doesn't remember. He doesn't take notes. He's not like me. I'm very, like, regimented and document everything. And then I was so happy. This, to me, is a milestone, y'all. I got through my first bag of cotton balls. The Super Jumbo. This is the sign that you have arrived in the wax melt world. Now, the Hubs, sometimes he can be such a smarty pants. I was getting my cotton balls out and I was like, oh, I'm going to change this wax. And I put on like a rubber glove because I don't like the wax getting all over my hands and it gets oily. And then I have my cotton balls I get out and he's like, do you want me just to take care of it for you? He like swoops in, grabs the glass dish, which to me is very hot. Like I don't want to touch it. Grabs it with his hands, walks over the trash, just pours the wax in and brings it back. He's like, there you go. I was like, oh, thanks. Like, but I do the cotton balls. I literally just stick 2 cotton balls in. It soaks up all the wet wax, so you do it while it's hot. And then I put the cotton balls in the trash or in a Ziploc and then go from there. So he's just says that's a waste of money. We don't need it, but I use the cotton balls. That's my style. So those are my empties from August. And now I'm going to show you, I've got my little melting basket. I picked this up at Target. It's going to have to get bigger as I get more into wax melts because I think I need more. And then I have my September rotation broken up by vendor. I'm going to start with Sassy Girl Aroma because the way her brittles are, it goes better going in there first because they're tall. And I just shared all of these in a haul video posted earlier today. So I'm just going to show you which ones I have in there. I'll put a card up in case you want to click the link and go watch that haul video. And I'll also put a link in the description if that's easier for you. Not going to spend a lot of time sniffing and going over these, because I just talked about them. So I'm going to do Sugared Lemon. The Hubs wants to get his nose on some of the lemon fragrances in September. Plus we're finishing up some lemon stuff from, I think, the July rotation still. Blue Cornbread, because I want some more blueberry. I haven't had enough blueberry in my August rotation. Evening Campfire, because this feels like a nice fall fragrance. Earthy, a little bit moody. Ethereal Brew. This is a beautiful Earl Grey with lemon fragrance. And then Twilight Petals is the other one. It's kind of like a creamy floral. I've got like a peach sands I'm trying to finish up. I have, what's the one that was the Yankee Capri Glow? I've got a couple of those like kind of creamy, floral, fruity vibes going on. So I want to include this one. I have a sample that she sent me in Lavender Water, which this one was also in that video, but in the brick form. And actually, I think Charity just sent me this as a sample as well. So I have 2 of those, but I have to dig that one out. That is a part of a friend mail video that I'm working on. And then I also got this one from Charity. This is the Adams Beach Party. It's strawberry, pound cake, and beach nights. And this one is delicious. It is fruity. And then it is that like yummy body care vanilla, which I think is a dupe of a perfume, y'all. I don't know. I just don't do perfumes. It's sweet, it's girly, and fruity. So excited to give this one a try, and I would definitely pick this up in a brittle if I see it. Next vendor is south of Sanity, so this is more of Virgil's wax. I don't remember which ones of these he gifted and which ones I bought. There's a mixed bag here. Pumpkin spice latte. I'm pretty sure that's one that I picked up. Beautiful coffee, pumpkin spice vibe. This one is the pumpkin blueberry pancakes. This one reminds me of Bath & Body Works blueberry pumpkin patch. It's a little bit spicy, fruity, syrupy. Fall Carnival is one that he sent me. This one is very Fall Carnival vibes. I feel like I get like some sweetness from like a kettle corn, some caramel. I feel like I get butteriness in this. Delicious. Y'all, you schooled me. I hear you. I didn't put two and two together. V for Virgil. This is one that he gifted me. I told him that I thought he needed more sexy goth men. So he sent me this one. Very clean, very fresh fragrance. And then I'm also including 1031 in the batch. Yeah, I feel like this is like a little bit licoricey, sweet. Love it. Feels like fall vibes, maybe a little bit earthy. Then I have 3 from Goose Creek for the hubs, of course. Key lime, cake pop. He wanted more of that. I am burning coconut caramel apple and absolutely loving it in my September rotation, so I'm going to use some of the wax melts. I actually bought this before the candle came out to get a sense of it. Ended up liking it, how it smelled on cold, so knew I was going to like the actual fragrance. And then Warm and Welcome, which is one of my favorites of all time, and this one does pretty well in my warmers. This one is just a delicious vanilla, cashmere, soft, warm, all-time favorite from Goose Creek. Love it so much. Fan favorite too. Lots of people love that one. I only have one Scentsy bar. I'm going to place another order and get some apple stuff with their new fall line that just released. So I feel like it's a little light for Scentsy, and so the melt basket will grow, but I'm going to do almond croissant. And this straight up smells just like Bath & Body Works almond croissant candle. Don't know how it performs yet. I haven't tried it. I have one of the clamshells from Kirkland's, which is a new store to me. It's a retailer. One of y'all asked me, and I gotta apologize. I don't know who you are. I felt so bad. I had posted a Goose Creek like sale announcement, and then I tried adding photos and YouTube wouldn't let me do it. I think I had it posted for like a minute. And somebody commented, do you ever do reviews for Kirkland's? And I couldn't edit. I had to delete the post and then repost it. I thought you might repost it, your question. You didn't, so I couldn't answer it. The answer is no, I don't. I haven't ever reviewed Kirkland's, but I am going to have a Halloween candle review out for them probably next week. And then the hubs picked up this wax melt in the fresh brewed coffee fragrance. And this just straight up smells like coffee with cream in it. Very bitter. I hope it performs because it's delicious on cold. So you'll see how that did in October when I do my empties. I have some from Lavender and Speckles that I'm doing, and all of these came from charity. I did put in a Lavender and Speckles order, but it's not here yet. It'll be here soon. This one is Everybody Behave Naturally. It's violets, vanilla, and marshmallow clouds. This is kind of like classic floral vanilla body care. It's delicious. I really love that whole vibe. I love the vanilla body care stuff. Beach Marshmallow and Palo Santo, and y'all, this is a beast. I put this, you know, because it's September. I've been using this already. I put it in this warmer last night, and it was creeping up around the corner into the hallway. So this is a performer. I did 2 of these, and it did really well. It's short-lived, however. I can't smell it this morning. So, didn't last very long, but it was very, very powerful. I also am doing Bless Your Heart, which I got from her. It's toasted macadamia caramel, which is apparently a Brazilian Crush 71. Is that a perfume? I don't know. Beach Marshmallow, which is her version of Beach Nights, and White Cake. This one, same thing, vanilla body care. The caramel in here is pretty strong. I like it. It feels very appropriate for like the caramel apple carnival vibe I have going this month. So Charity, thank you so much for sending this to me. It will go to good use. And then I'm already getting into espresso buttercream pretzel, which she also sent me. I don't know if I like pretzel fragrances, y'all. It's not bad. I just feel like it's too bready. And it actually reminds me a lot of the Bath & Body Works Sass candle that came out. It's not performing in my ceramic warmer, so I'm going to do this last one over here in the Himalayan and hope that it comes to life more. I have two for now from Teddy Bees. These are ones that Charity sent me, but I do also have another order coming from Teddy Bees that I'll probably be adding stuff to. This is I Heart Vanilla with spiced apples, and again, perfect for this month because I have so many apple fragrances in my candle rotation. Yeah, very warm, very spicy. I feel like that vanilla adds like a vanilla extract vibe to it with the apple. It's super juicy. And then Campfire Stories. Earthy, smoky, a bit woody, and I feel like that there's like a hint of something in here that feels a little bit perfumey. So really nice, good fall vibes. I have 3 things from L3 Waxy Wonders. 3 of these are samples I received. I did do 2 L3 Waxy Wonder hauls in August. I recorded. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to share. There were a lot of things that, I don't know. I'm going to say didn't sit right with me because that's how I felt. There's just like small details like lack of, commas in the scent list, lack of scent notes on labels on some but not on others. Everything smelled very weak to me. And I know I asked you, Debbie, in the comments, like, I can't hardly smell these. Does it get stronger? You said to cure them for like a month. I just don't know. I don't want to cure my wax. It's just not something I want to do. I wasn't crazy about the scent notes. I wasn't crazy about the fragrances. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to share it. Lots of people love L3. It might just be me. And maybe because I started with Sassy Girl Aroma, like nothing will add up. Like nothing will compare to Sassy Girl Aroma. So I'm going to give her samples some try. You may or may not see more of this coming down the line from me. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Brown Sugar Fig, Tahitian Vanilla Beach Night types. This one I'm talking about, there's no commas. So when you go to read it, it takes 2 seconds to put commas in. That's just, as an educator, that's a beef of mine. Dolce de Leche Pie. I actually can't smell this one at all, so I have no idea what it's going to smell like while it's burning. I do really like her pistachio fragrance. This is pistachio pudding cake, zucchini bread, Dreamweaver, give me all the carbs. I think those are scent notes, not sure. But this is a delicious pistachio fragrance. So I can actually smell that one. I'm going to put that one in the melter. And then this is the Beach Nights that Charity sent me in the scoopable wax. And of all the Beach Nights, Beach Night dupes, whatever anybody's calling it, this is my least favorite one. It's not sweet enough for me. It's a little bit too perfumey and reads a little bit like deodorant. And I think that's the other thing. And maybe I'm alone in this. So by all means, if you love L3, please forgive me. I feel like her fragrances are a bit too conceptual. I feel a bit like I'm shopping with Kringle, right? Where there's like this whole list of scent notes. I smell it and I'm like, what? This doesn't smell anything like what I was expecting. So this one, it's good, but this would not be my go-to Beach Nights. And I'm happy that Charity sent it to me because I can try it. Maybe it will be better on warm and maybe I'll end up loving it. I don't know. We'll find out when I do my October's Empties. So I'm going to give that a try. It's also my first scoopable wax, which I have not done before. And then I have 2 samples that Charity sent me from just kind of random one-off vendors. This is from the Melted Mousse. It's Resting Grinch Face, Pistachio Nut Cupcakes, Gooey Marshmallows, and Vanilla Latte. And this one is not as good of a pistachio as the L3. It's creamier. It smells almost more like a pistachio butter. Almost gives me like peanut butter vibes. And then from Candles by Victoria, which I think she is now out of business, retired, closed down. Fluffer Nutter. But y'all, I can't smell this one, so I don't know what's in it. I get like a scent that gives me a gourmand and maybe like honey vibes, but then Fluffer Nuffer makes me think it should have like Fluffer Nutter makes me think it should have like marshmallow and peanut butter in it. Only one way to find out. Put it in the warmer. All right, y'all. That is, at least as it stands of today, my October burn melt basket Now, for some of you who are more seasoned veterans, this is like a week for you. For me, I'm going to struggle to get through this month. I am excited to give a bunch of new fragrances a try, some new vendors a try. Let me know if you have any questions about my empties or any of the new fragrances that I'm burning this month. Do you do a melt basket? If so, what are you including in yours? What wax melts did you get through in August? I'd love to hear more. Put all that in the comments below. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That always makes me feel good. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn on notifications if you want to know when I release stuff. And share my channel with people who you think will enjoy it. It helps to grow my channel and support me in the long run. Thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye-bye.